Hi everyone, welcome back to this week's Roxy's Journal of Stitchery. So what I'm going to do tonight is work on my visitor to my garden and the flowers around my visitors, which are the birds. So I have the lovely mohair wools, the same one that Rach got. We got them together, Mum got them too. And I want to fill in my flowers, so paint my flowers with thread. So I've picked, sorry, there's extra bits. I've picked some wools that I think will go along with the colours. And starting off with this peachy colour, all I will be doing is basically long and short stitch. So the wools are 2 strands and I'm going to separate it so I only use 1 strand at a time. No, I am going to do that. I was just deciding what I wanted to do. Okay, so just let me get a needle, suitable needle. I had one before. Where did I put it? This one might work. Okay. So I'm going to start with this flower over here. And quite simply, sorry, I'm just doing my knot. Okay, so quite simply, I'm going to fill in the flower with different length stitches, just straight stitches. Okay, there's a little bit of a darker red, so I don't have quite the red. I'm going to add the pink. So just fill it in first and then I can add another colour. Okay, so I want to get some nice sort of texture into this little bud. So I've kind of filled it in, but I'm just going to come in and add a little bit more. Getting it in the right spot. And I might add one more stitch in. Okay, now I'm going to keep this wool threaded because I'm going to add some of the colour over to the other petals over here. I think what I'll do is I'll stitch this flower here on screen and then I'll go ahead and stitch some of the other ones. I still haven't decided if I want to stitch on the birds. I really like the actual details that you can see in the printed fabric and I don't want to lose that. So I'm just deciding whether I want to do that or not because I might lose it if I stitch on it too much. And come right up the middle to where the petal is. Okay, so I'm not talking much. So what's been happening? I started packing for New York this week already. We're what, two and a half, not even 2.5 weeks out. Not that far. And I have started packing. I've started packing my suitcase and a little bit of getting stuff together for my sons. We've got our packing list of things we need to take. I've been talking to quite a few boys at the school that are coming on the trip, and the excitement is absolutely building. And even I was chatting to one of the other staff members coming, and he's Canadian, and I'm sure he's been to New York before, but he's so excited too. So it's everyone. It's it's getting close, and the boys know it. So that's really cool. Quite a few of the parents are coming along on the trip, not like technically with us, but along for the trip to New York at the same time. They'll come and watch the pipes and drum performances at the various venues that we'll be performing at, the boys, not me, but the boys. And, we might even have dinner out with them one night or something like that. So there's some fun parents coming along. It actually often happens at the school I'm at that for some overseas trips, not all of them, but particularly pipes and drums, they go to the Edinburgh Military Tattoo, and it's quite normal for a lot of parents to go. Whereas at my old school, if you ever did anything like this, there'd be no way parents would come. So it adds sort of another dimension. Certainly they're not with us the whole time. The boys get some freedom, although my son doesn't get freedom because he's got me with him. But it's a little bit different because obviously I'm a staff member, and most of the boys I've taught before, most of them, or I teach. So it's a little bit different. He's used to having me around. He's had me around since he was in year 7 at the age of 12. Oh, just undid that one. All right, so I'm going to do a little bit more stitching in this colour, and then I'll turn the video off now, and I'll come back and show you how I'll add in some other thread colours to give it some nice texture. And then I will work on these ones over here, and I'll come back and show you them as well. Okay, I'll see you soon. Okay, so I've stitched down the first colour. All right, so just here, there's bits everywhere. Okay, now I'm going to go to, so I've used this colour. I might go to the bright pink, which I don't quite have the right red there, so I'm going pink instead. So I'm going to do a bit of this pink. Okay, let's get a bit of pink in, get a bit of contrast on the sort of where the red berries are, or the buds. This one's a bud, I think. Okay, so adding in the pink next to the sort of peachy colour. Same thing, just random straight stitches. Ooh, I've got a big cord. It's because the knot's there. Okay, there we go. Okay, a bit of pink. It doesn't actually contrast too much. I thought it would contrast more, but it's enough. I'm going to add just a little bit of pink here and there in this section as well before I go to a lighter colour. a little bit over here as well. Bobby. She's in my chair and she's scratching at it. Probably making herself comfortable. As soon as I get out of my other chair, she's in it. Okay, so I've just added a little bit of pink here and there, the darker pink. Bobby, Bobby. She's ripping at some tissue paper. Okay, might put a little bit in this little flower petal here. And then I do need to go to a lighter colour. Okay, I'll just finish this off. All right. Now let's have a look. I've got this. Sorry, a bit of a tangle. Okay, I've got this colour, so it's this colour. I'm going to go to the lighter colour. Down to the one strand again. Sorry, I'm just having trouble threading it. Give me a sec. It's very fluffy because it's a mohair. It's fibre. So sometimes you get kind of threads out to the side and it doesn't thread properly. No. Snip it again. Okay, got it. Okay. Now we'll continue with a lighter peachy colour. This one's going to be quite contrasting. Start up here. Okay, coming down. I'm just going to finish this flower and then I'll go ahead and stitch the others and I'll come back and show you. So that petal's done. And in the middle it's got some green, so I'll need to get some green. I'll show you that as well before I jump off and stitch the other flowers. And then I'll see what it looks like and then I can decide, like I might even stitch the branch as well so it blends in with the one over here. Make it quite textural. Okay, I think we're done on that flower. For the pink, we'll add the green in the middle. Okay, let's see what I've got over here. I've just got some scraps. Bit of darker green. Okay, so I'm just going to stitch into the middle. Oh, and I'm pretty sure, just let me check, I'm just checking my calendar. I'm pretty sure we got one more Wednesday this month. Let me have a look. Yes, we do, the 29th. So we won't reveal a new prompt next week, even though it's been 2 weeks. We'll give everyone a week's buffer to catch up with a few things. I've certainly got some things to catch up. I might do my gate next week and maybe try and get some more of my veggie garden. Bless you, Jamie. Get more of my veggie garden done. So next week will be a buffer week, and then the week after will be the new prompt, the first Wednesday of April. And yeah, then we'll be back on track. So it's just there's 5 Wednesdays in this month, which happens. It's happened with the last one. It's easier for us just to take an extra week to catch up rather than starting a new prompt, because then we get off. We might get out of sync with our first and third Wednesday of the month, which is our schedule we've been following. And I'm sure lots of people would appreciate the buffer anyway. Some people are amazing, and as soon as we release a new prompt, the next day I'm seeing things done already. But other people, are still finishing off volume 2 or have only just started volume 1 or whatever. And I'm certainly behind on everything, so I appreciate some more time to work on things. Considering for the most part, I'm only working on it on my Wednesdays. So something just pulled there, it's okay. I'm doing a little bit of the darker green, and then I'm going to switch to a lighter green and add some more in. So it seems to have both dark and light greens in the fabric. And it comes down and joins the branch, which is a brown. So I'll have to locate a brown. Did I buy some browns? I don't have a lot of browns. I think I might have bought some. I did go to the sewing basket the other day. I might show you what I bought. I didn't go too crazy. I spent a little bit. Wasn't too much. But I bought something that I think is going to be perfect to go onto my onto this that we're working on down the garden path. I'll show you in a sec. Okay, so that will do for the dark. And now we're adding some lighter green. Okay, I've got a lighter one over here. This one. That one's the same. This one's lighter. Okay, so I'm just threading it again. Got it. I'm also thinking of adding some other garden visitors. I know quite a few people have done this, but I'd like some bees, maybe some bugs, grasshoppers. I'd like to do a grasshopper, or some grasshoppers, some different things like that. And I think I'll just add them as I go along. Doesn't have to be today. In fact, it won't be today. Got to have a lady beetle for good luck, and some butterflies as well, dragonflies, things like that. So I will add some more garden visitors eventually. So just adding in the slightly lighter green. Okay, and I'll show you up close. I'll just finish it off. All right, so let's lift it up. Focus. Okay, so there's my first little flower done, and then I will keep going on these ones. I don't think I'll video again. I think this is long enough. But if I get them done, I'll put a photo at the end. All right, thanks for watching me work on my garden visitors, and I will see you again next week for a bit of catch up. Like for example, I've cut these 2 bits of old lace out, or trim, and I'm thinking of making these my garden gates. Anyway, with a path coming down and maybe some more flowers. So anyway, that could be something I work on next week. So thanks for watching this week, and I'll see you again next week. Bye.